Hello everyone and welcome back to the second channel. Wacky is here, I'm your host, Wacky TV. I don't know if I said the fucking... hang on, I just moved my mic stand. Woohoo! We're getting really prepared today, boys. So today I'm going to be talking about KSI Olajide Olatunji, something that I've never done on this channel before. So earlier today, KSI decided to tweet something about him fighting Jake Paul. Now to give some sort of context to this, Jake Paul and KSI, this fight has been hyped up for fucking ages, might I just add. Like, when I say ages, I mean properly forever. Like ever since back in the day when he was boxing fucking Logan Paul in 2018 and 19. Like this was the build up. We all wanted to see him fight Jake Paul, especially because Jake at the time, in my opinion, was the underdog. Without a doubt, that would be now KSI, because if they were actually step into the ring now and fight each other, Jake Paul would definitely win due to the fact that he's just a better fighter from what I've seen. And they've both lost to the same person now anyway, Tommy Fury. So at least they've got that thing in common or whatever the fuck. And Jake Paul, he took his loss with like some sort of respect and integrity. However, the other one, like we've been talking about in the previous videos, had tantrums, made a video on how to harass Tommy Fury, kicked a bloody TV screen straight after he lost. Like, this guy doesn't know how to deal with a loss, alright, to say the least. So the Twitter account Combat Media, which obviously promotes some fights surrounding YouTubers, decided to tweet out, Jake Paul versus Andre August is yet to sell out, because there's no real build up to this fight. I bet you watching this right now, you didn't even know Jake Paul was fighting. There's no way any of you guys knew that he was fighting. Like, I don't know if I don't even know when it is. I was going to say tomorrow, but I might just be talking out my ass. I have no idea. No one does. How are we going to watch it or buy tickets when we don't even know who he's fighting? I've even tried to Google this guy, and he's just like, I guess he's like some sort of fighter. I don't really know. It's hard to tell, to be honest. Like, no one knows. So, like, there's no hype around this fight at all. Like, I even went onto Jake Paul's channel, which is something I thought I'd never say, just to see if he had done some sort of promotion for this fight, and there's absolutely just nothing there. And might I just add how Jake Paul has really fallen off himself. Like, do you remember back in the day where he'd be getting like 6 mil views per video back in 2017 when he was like an absolute menace to society? Well, now this guy is like getting around 400k views per video. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's probably because he's been leaving and going, and his content isn't really what his fan base wants subscribe for. They subscribe for like some ADHD psychopath, and now they've just got this fucking bearded fucking tard. So KSI quote tweeted it by saying, yeah, he ain't got no hype anymore. I ain't wasting my time to fight him, lol. So essentially saying that he's not going to be fighting Jake Paul, and this will never be happening, which is a shame as well, because there was even some like face-offs they did in person where like KSI is like laughing in his face, Jake Paul gets angry, and he looks like the idiot now. This is just proof that KSI is just scared of losing. Like, everyone knows that Jake Paul would win. The only people that say KSI would win are the sidemen and just like 12-year-olds that support this guy. Look at it from a perspective that's like, somewhat neutral. I am someone that enjoys watching KSI's videos, or at least I used to before he used to get people to harass someone. But KSI, right, he would lose. Think about it. What makes you think that he would actually win against Jake Paul? And deep down, he knows that as well, because, he lost to Tommy Fury, and he did not handle that fucking loss well. So why would he take the risk in fighting someone that's been building up for absolute years just to lose against him? He does not want that feeling ever again. This feeling of him losing is the first time in his life where reality has actually slapped him in the face, and life isn't always what you want. Some things go your way, some things don't, but at the end of the day, you can still come back from it. It's just fucking ridiculous. I honestly, normally it's like, if someone doesn't want to fight someone, I see it as fair enough, but since this shit has been building up for about 4 fucking years, it is some sort of pussy shit when you're backing down just because you're scared of having that feeling of losing again, especially because it's Jake Paul. To be honest, I don't think Jake Paul really gives a crap about this anymore, since I thought he would be replying to KSI being like, oh, you're scared, blah blah blah, but he has not mentioned a word of this situation, which I suppose why would he? He's just getting on with his life now anyway. And KSI thinks that there's going to be no hype for this fight. Are you fucking kidding? Mate, there would be so much hype for this shit. People are literally dying to watch this fight. This is what most of this has been about. YouTube boxing started because Joe Weller, and it evolved into KSI versus Jake Paul. This was the fight that everyone has been fucking on the edge of their seat for years. And KSI has been saying for ages that it's going to happen and he's going to be doing it. And now he's the one backing down. If KSI is going to promote people to harass Tommy because he lost, how about people go over to KSI and say you're a pussy? Like, to be honest, I don't know what else to say about this guy anymore. I mean, I'm making a video about a fucking tweet I saw from this guy. I mean, it just irritates me how his head is just so far up his own asshole. So I can't wait for this to be another video where the KSI fans just absolutely lose their shit at me. Maybe they'll do a Sidemen Reacts video where they just look at my channel, they just look at the thumbnail and go, wow, look how bad this thumbnail is, and not actually watch the video, since they like doing that with Kavos. Oh, and by the way, before I end this video, I just got my friend Cluster to come on for a collab. This is our first collab. I've been friends with this guy for a very long time, and since I know he has good opinions on situations whereas I don't, I'd like you guys to hear what he has to say.
Hey guys, it's Cluster, and thank you, Wacky. He's going to be turning it to me now. So what KSI did was he put out... He went on Twitter... No. I don't know, actually. He went on Twitter and he tweeted, or Jake tweeted, like something about him fighting, and then KSI was like, well, I wish I had the tweet so I can show you guys, but I don't. Well, he's a hypocrite for like he's...
Wowee, that was a good take, Cluster. Time for Narcelep to give his take.
Right. Hello guys, I'm on the Wacky Is Here channel. I've been asked to do a little collab for him, give my opinions on KSI, all the, I almost racist then, all the GWT. So, today, what we're talking about is he's been a bit of a cheeky monkey, if you know what I'm saying. He's been, wait, I need to check what I'm talking about. Alright, yeah, so we're talking about the Jake Paul tweet. Basically, KSI, bit of a pussy, and he's like, come online after all these years, saying, oh, look at me, I'm fucking, oh, Jake Paul's not relevant anymore. And, to be honest, I don't really care that much. Is it really that big of a deal? I don't know. You tell me. It's kind of... People kind of overreact to these kind of things, Especially this Wacky TV guy. Don't know if you've seen his Wakey Wines video, but it can be a bit funny sometimes. And I don't mean funny as in like the comedic way. He can just be a bit questionable, if you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. Me personally, KSI, I'd suck his big banana. Plays little bongo drums for a bit as well, KSI, hola GD. You know what I'm saying? I love his good guy. I like KSI. But I don't know. It's just, it reminds me a bit of someone called Cammy actually, but I won't go there. Okay, they're both a bit silly, both silly people. Right, hang on. I'm just gonna check if this is gonna be long enough. All right, I can basically end my part now. Apparently, I've got long enough. But I just want to say, subscribe to fucking what's his name? Subscribe to KSI, Deji Subbots, and KSI, mate. Do the rape face again, please.